Hi guys! Welcome to uSpeak channel, Transforma tu vida. My name is Carlos.
And I'm Caro, and today we're going to teach you how to use simple present.
So let's get started. We use the simple present to talk about habits and routines.
For example, I go running every morning.
We use it also to talk about schedules.
Like, the library opens at 8 a.m.
And we can use it to talk about likes and dislikes.
Like, I love hamburgers, I don't like eggs. In simple present, the auxiliaries we use are do and does.
We use the auxiliary do with the pronouns I, you, we, you, they for negative and questions.
We use the auxiliary does with the pronouns he, she, and it. We use the simple present in sentences with I, you, we, and they, like this. I eat breakfast in the morning. Eat is the verb in present. And we're going to use the same form for we, you, and they. We go running in the park. They sleep at night.
There is a slight difference with the pronouns he, she, it. Because when you use the third person singular in the simple present, you add an S at the end of most verbs. For example, she plays in the park. He runs every day.
Now that's for affirmative sentences. If we want to make negative sentences, then we're going to use the auxiliaries that we talked about before with not, like do not and does not, which we can contract into don't and doesn't.
That means that in a sentence with the pronouns I, you, we, you, they, in a negative sentence, it would be I don't play the piano. We don't study every day. And with the third person singular, which are the pronouns he, she, it would be she doesn't like tomato. He doesn't work in the factory. And that's it.
You have to notice that after the auxiliary doesn't and don't, the verb goes in the base form.
Notice this especially in the verbs with third person singular. Remember that I said that in the affirmative sentences, you needed to add an S at the end of the verb.
Like walks, runs, watches, etc.
In the negative, it won't be like that. It'll be doesn't run, doesn't walk, or doesn't watch. If you want to make questions in the simple present, we change the structure a little bit. We put the auxiliary do or does in the beginning of the sentence. For example, do you like onions? Do you need help?
Okay.
Do you go to school every day?
With the pronouns he, she, and it, we're going to again put the auxiliary at the beginning of the question, but this auxiliary is now going to be does. And again, because we have an auxiliary, we're not going to add an extra S in the verb in the question. The verb in the question is going to be in the base form. For example, does she run in the park every morning? Does she swim? Does he play the piano?
Those questions in simple present are yes or no questions. It means that they are answered with yes or no and the auxiliary in negative or in affirmative. For example, do you go to school every day?
Yes, I do.
Do you like kimchi?
Yes, I do.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like kimchi.
delicious. If the question is with does, that means it's in the third person, then the short answers are going to be with does or doesn't. Like, does she record videos every morning?
No, she doesn't.
Does he play the piano?
No, he doesn't.
There are also information questions, questions that you answer with sentences. These questions start with a question word or a WH word, like where, what, when, who, how often, how old, etc. After the question word, you use the auxiliary do or does, then the subject and the verb in the base form and the complement. For example,
where do you live? Or what do you do on the weekends?
Again, you can answer these questions with information. For example, I live in Tampico. Or,
What do you do on the weekends?
or, I go hiking every weekend.
Now you know how to use the simple present. Tell us, do you like learning English?
What do you like about learning English?
Leave us a comment below.
We hope you found this video useful, and if you did, remember to hit the subscribe button and leave us a like.
Do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And let us know if you have any topic that you would like us to talk about. Y recuerda que en uSpeak tenemos el curso para ti.
Bye.
Bye.